Now that we have already learned what is impulse and momentum, let's have some example. Let's say you have an object weighing 10 kilograms being moved going to the west, or east rather, at the speed of 5 meters per second on a rough surface. So if we're going to determine its momentum, we will use the formula P is equal to mass times its velocity. Therefore, our momentum is equal to 10 kilograms, multiply it by 5 meter per seconds. Therefore, our momentum is equal to 50 kilogram meter per seconds. Okay. Another example, let's say this time our 10 kilogram object is being moved toward west at a speed of 5 meters per second. So we're looking for, again, the momentum, which is equal to mass times velocity. But take note of this one. Our 5 meters per second is the value of our velocity, and velocity is a vector quantity. Thus, we should have a negative 5 meters per second. Therefore, our momentum now is equal to 10 kilograms multiplied by negative 5 meters per second. Therefore, our momentum is equal to negative 50 kilogram meter per second. So it's very important to take note that momentum is a vector quantity. Okay, so let's proceed now with another example problem. So we have here a baseball whose mass is equal to 0.14 kilogram has an initial velocity of negative 38 meter per second as it approaches a bat. A bat applies an average force that is much larger than the weight of the ball, and the ball departs from the bat with a final velocity of positive 58 meter per second. Determine A, the impulse applies to the ball by the bat, and letter B, if the time of contact is equal to 1.6 millisecond, find the average force exerted on the ball by the bat. So what are given based on the problem? We have mass of 0.14 kilogram. Also, we have our initial velocity of negative 38 meter per second and final velocity of positive 58 meter per second. And also at part B, we have a given of time interval of 1.6 times 10 raised to negative 3 seconds. So what are we going to look for? We're going to look for the impulse and the average force or the net force. Okay, to solve for letter A for the impulse, we will use our formula that the impulse is equal to the change in momentum. Therefore, we have mass times the final velocity minus mass times its initial velocity. So we can factor out the mass. So we have now the impulse is equal to mass times the difference or the change in velocity. So substituting the value of the mass and the given velocity, therefore our impulse is equal to positive 13.4 kilogram meter per seconds. Okay, now let's proceed with letter B. So we're looking for the average force. So we can find the average force by dividing the impulse with the time interval. So 13.4 kilogram meter per seconds divided by 1.6 times 10 raised to negative 3 seconds. So we're going to have our average velocity of 8,400 kilogram meter per second squared. So converting this unit, this is equal to Newton. Therefore, our final answer is 8,400 Newton. Okay, so now it's your turn to solve a problem. So do this, test your understanding, and write your answer in the LMS.